So, hello. Today for my chemical reaction project, I'm going to be electroplating a quarter with copper. Basically, that means that I'm going to take the copper from one of these and put it onto a quarter so it looks like a giant penny. The first step will be to create a copper electrolyte to help with the process of electroplating copper onto a quarter. So the first step is I need to take these things and attach them to these wires. Now there's a positive side and there's a negative side. This side is the positive side, which means that this is where this is gonna go. But on the other side is the negative side, and this is where I'll put the quarter so that it will be electroplated. I also have a battery to supply with the positive and negative energy. Okay, so time to attach this. And now we just leave it in our container. Before we put the quarter on this negative side, we'll need to put another copper tubing on it. So I'll just take it, just like I did with the first one, put it on and leave it in the glass. So now we're ready to pour in the acidic solution that will form the electrolytes, which help make the giant penny. Now it is time to pour the vinegar into our container. So don't want to put too much, but I also don't want to put too little. Now we need to put the copper tubes inside of the vinegar. This will create an electrolyte, which will help in the electroplating process. Okay, so now that we've created our electrolyte, we are ready to begin. We'll have to wait 4 hours so that this can mix together and form the electrolyte. Also, I chose this reaction because I thought it was cool that you could turn a silvery quarter into like a penny color. Or you could do this with something else. So like, say you had gold and you could put it on a quarter, so you have a golden quarter. And it's pretty cool that you could make one substance change its appearance through this simple process using electricity. I know that mass is conserved because in a chemical reaction, mass cannot be destroyed or created. So I know that mass is conserved. Now let's skip 4 hours so we can begin the electroplating process. After about 4 hours of waiting, our solution is finally done. As you can see, it's blue. And also there's some copper salt at the bottom. Now we could finally begin the electroplating process. So to begin, I need to put this quarter on the negatively charged side of the electric current. Now after about another 20 minutes of waiting, this quarter should be the same color as a penny or any of these tubes. After 20 minutes of the quarter sitting in the copper electrolyte solution, the positively charged ions flow from the copper tubing to the negatively charged quarter, producing a brown quarter. This is what a quarter normally looks like, but this quarter is brown like copper, and it kind of looks like a penny. So I think this reaction is pretty interesting because you could turn a quarter, which you normally find silver and looking like this into just a giant penny. Also, I find it interesting that historically they use this to make stuff look different, which is pretty cool because you could just make something look like gold, and it doesn't have to be gold. So this is pretty important because this simple thing of making something a different color actually could look really nice if you do it well. You could probably fashion this quarter into an actual penny. So that's the chemical reaction, and I hope that you enjoyed this chemical reaction as much as I did.